Welcome, everyone, to our special podcast episode for English beginners. Today, we're guiding you step by step through your very first day at a new office job, focusing on practical language you can use immediately.
Thanks for having me. Starting a new job can feel overwhelming, especially if English isn't your first language. But don't worry. We'll break everything down, from greetings to asking simple questions, so you can walk in with confidence.
Absolutely. To make it realistic, we'll act out each situation as Emma, the new employee, and Jake, her helpful coworker. As we go, listen for useful words and phrases you can repeat later.
That's right. And remember, practicing aloud is key. Even if you feel nervous, speaking out loud helps your brain and mouth connect the words more naturally. Let's start with the moment Emma enters the office for the first time.
Emma walks in and meets Jake near the reception area. A good first impression starts with a simple greeting. Jake, how would you say hello to a new coworker?
I'd say, "Hi, I'm Jake. Welcome to the team. It's friendly and open." Emma might reply, "Hi, I'm Emma. I just started today." Notice how she uses the present simple tense, "I am Emma."
Exactly. The present simple is perfect for introductions, and adding nice to meet you is a polite touch. For example, nice to meet you, Jake.
Right, and don't forget to smile. In many workplaces, a warm tone and positive body language are just as important as the words you choose. Let's move on to self-introductions with some extra details.
When you introduce yourself, you can add your job title or department. For instance, I'm Emma. I'm the new marketing assistant. This tells people who you are and what you'll be doing.
That's helpful, Emma. You can also mention, "I'm excited to join the team," or "I'm looking forward to working with everyone." These phrases show enthusiasm and help build rapport from day one.
Let's compare. In some cultures, people might wait for others to introduce them. But in American workplaces, introducing yourself first is often expected. It shows initiative.
Exactly. Don't worry about making mistakes. Most coworkers appreciate the effort. Next, let's look at how to ask polite questions when you need help.
On your first day, you'll probably need to ask many questions. Using polite phrases like, "Can I ask?" or "Could you help me?" makes your request sound friendly and respectful.
That's true. For example, "Can I ask where the kitchen is?" or "Could you help me find my desk?" Notice how can and could make the question softer and more polite.
Here's a simple tip. If you're nervous, try practicing these phrases at home. Say, "Can you show me where the restroom is?" or "Could you tell me who the manager is?" aloud.
Great advice! In English-speaking offices, people value directness with politeness. Don't be afraid to ask. Questions everyone knows you're new. Now, let's discuss important workplace vocabulary.
Every office has keywords you'll hear daily. For example, coworker means the people you work with, and manager is your boss or supervisor. The break room is where you relax or have coffee.
Exactly. Other useful words include desk, your workspace, meeting, a group discussion, and lunch break, your time to eat. Knowing these helps you understand instructions and join conversations.
Let's imagine a scenario. If your manager says, "Please join the team meeting in the conference room," you'll know it's time to gather with your coworkers to discuss work topics.
And if someone invites you, "Let's grab a coffee in the break room," that's a chance to socialize and practice your English in a casual way. Up next, we'll focus on forming questions using where, what, and when.
New employees often need to ask about locations or routines. For example, where is the kitchen? What time is lunch? Or when does the meeting start? Starting with where, what, or when is straightforward.
Absolutely. In English, word order matters. We say, "Where is the printer?" not "The printer is where." This helps you sound more natural and clear to your coworkers.
Let's try a quick comparison. In some languages, you might add polite endings or change your tone. But in English, using the question word at the start does most of the work.
Right, and if you add "please," as in, "Could you tell me where the kitchen is, please?" it sounds even more polite. Now, let's talk about pronunciation and sounding friendly.
Pronunciation can make a big difference in being understood. For example, in "Can I ask?", native speakers often link sounds, so it sounds like "can ask." This helps speech flow naturally.
Yes, and friendly intonation is important. When you greet someone, raise your voice slightly at the end. "Hi, how are you?" This shows you're interested and approachable.
Try practicing with simple sentences. Could you help me? Or, where is my desk? Listen to how the pitch rises at the end of questions. It signals you're asking, not telling.
Exactly. Even if you have an accent, clear pronunciation and friendly tone go a long way. Let's move to handling the first conversation at your new desk.
After introductions, you'll likely have some small talk. For example, Jake might say, "Did you find the office easily?" Emma could reply, "Yes, it's my first time in this area."
That's right. Small talk can include topics like the weather, your commute, or hobbies. For beginners, keep it simple. I like to read, or the train was crowded today.
Remember, small talk helps coworkers get to know you. It's not just polite opens doors for future teamwork and friendships. Let's try a quick example together.
Sure. Jake, how was your weekend? Emma, it was good, thank you. I moved to a new apartment. See how simple answers keep the conversation going? Next, let's talk about asking for clarification.
Sometimes you won't understand a word or instruction. Don't panic, use polite phrases like, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "What does that mean?" These show you want to learn.
Exactly. If someone uses a word like deadline and you're unsure, just ask, "Can you explain what a deadline is?" Most people are happy to help, and it avoids mistakes later.
In fact, a recent study by Cambridge University found that asking questions improves language learning by 40%. So, speaking up is a smart strategy.
Absolutely. And if you feel shy, remember, everyone was new once. Now, before we finish, let's do a quick role play and practice together.
Now it's your turn, listeners. Imagine you're Emma on your first day. Repeat after us. "Hi, I'm Emma. I just started today." Great. Now try asking, "Where is the break room?"
Excellent. Next, practice a polite request. Could you help me find my desk? Remember to use a friendly tone and clear pronunciation, just like we discussed.
For a speaking challenge, introduce yourself and ask two simple questions, just like we did in our scenarios. Practicing aloud, even alone, helps you build confidence and muscle memory.
And don't forget, mistakes are part of learning. The more you practice, the more natural you'll sound at work. Let's wrap up with some final encouragement for your first day.
To sum up, remember these key strategies. Use simple greetings, introduce yourself clearly, ask polite questions, and don't be afraid to clarify. A positive attitude and a willingness to communicate matter most.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes at new jobs. Focus on learning, stay curious, and use every opportunity to speak English. Over time, your skills and confidence will grow naturally.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to replay this episode and practice aloud at home or with a friend. Next time, we'll cover handling phone calls and email at work.
We wish you the best on your first day. Remember, every conversation is a chance to improve. Good luck, and see you